Greetings folks, this is the Black Weasel, and this is my video game review of Secret of Mana Remake for the PlayStation 4. Here it is. I got this game when it came out in February 2018, but due to other games I was playing at the time, I wasn't able to get around towards playing it until December 2018, and I finished it exactly a year later. I've already did a review on the original game, which came out on the Super Nintendo Classic, so I'll keep it short on the premise of this game. Here's a teenage boy that finds a stick stuck in the stone. He manages to pull it out, and there's a ghost that tells him the world is in peril, and it's up to him to save the world from disaster. Now it's time to talk about the remade edition. The graphics have been remade alongside the... Yeah, it has been remade. It's done in a way of chibi style where everybody is little. Now the last time I have seen this was playing Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. That game was made for the Nintendo 3DS, and it was done in the way of chibi because there was limitations on the handheld console which could not give way for better graphics. Since this remake was done for the PlayStation 4 console, I feel like more should have been added. I mean the graphics for it. At the time, I paid $40 for it, and looking back on it, it felt like it was a bit much. But the remastered soundtrack and voice acting gave out greater content for what it's worth. So this is not a terrible remake. But Secret of Mana is one of the greatest role-playing games of the 1990s, and with the amount of resources that Square Enix has at its disposal, they should have not become half-hearted when it comes to doing remakes. As time goes on into a new decade, people have been wanting remakes of video games of the 90s, such as Xenogears and The Legend of Dragoon. If Square Enix half-assed Secret of Mana, then who's to say that they won't do a lousy job of remaking 1990s games? Anyway, the gameplay in this remake made me understand how it actually works. In order for the main character to give out strong attacks, he has to be at 100%. I did not understand that in the original game because I thought I had to continue hack and slashing the monsters just so they would die. I got frustrated when the main man started giving out weak attacks right after the first strong attack. Now the next thing is the amount of information being given out. At certain times during the original game, I got stuck and didn't know where to go. The magic spells for the sprite give out adequate information on what they do. It's not a complicated role-playing game like Final Fantasy V, but there are a lot of spells to choose from for the sprite, and there are role-playing mechanics for those spells as well. So, with the amount of time, I don't intend to make all the spells strong, but I tend to use the spells at the right time. I'll give Secret of Mana PlayStation 4 an 8.5 out of 10. I had a great amount of fun playing this game because of the improved gameplay and extra info given out on the spells and game progress of where to go. But the graphics seem to have been half-assed, and so this serves as a fair warning for future remakes and remasters. People want Xenogears, The Legend of Dragoon, and Dragon Quest games on the PlayStation 4 console. But if Square Enix, a gigantic company that dominates the JRPG genre, is willing to not give out 100% effort on this, then it's better off the original great games stay the way that they are. I have played Secret of Mana on December 7th, 2018, and I have finished it on December 7th, 2019. It has taken me over 32 hours to finish this game.